Welcome back. The only passion for Samprada Singh and BN Singh is business. This single-minded focus has helped them build Alkem into a formidable organization over the last 40 years. I caught up with Singh brothers at Alkem House located at Lower Parel in Mumbai to find out what drives the promoters at this age and stage of their life to attend office 6 days in a week. And this is what they have to say. Okay, Sandeep Uppal, Mr. Samprada Singh and Mr. BN Singh, welcome to the show. Okay, Mr. Singh, if I may start with you. All your life you wanted to be a doctor, but you could never become a doctor. So that is the reason you started a pharmaceutical company?
No, because if I could not become a doctor, then like to for doctor it is pharmaceuticals. And the advice were given by my friends also.
Okay.
That you could not become a doctor. Now started business of related to doctors.
Yeah, let me get Mr. BN Singh. What is unique about Alkem?
When we started Alkem, the one thing which was always in my mind and in the mind of my brother also, that which is the most important factor which will help in bringing up the organization.
Okay.
When I was studying in Patna University, I used to get good lectures in different departments from our professors, and I could know that for any organization or for the country, the most important resource is the people.
Okay.
So in a small way we thought, how can we have a team of good people in Alkem, right from the level of worker to the level of manager. We have to be careful about recruitment, we have to be careful about their training, improvement in mindset, so that we can work together and take Alkem to a great height.
So you invested a lot in the people.
Yes.
You empowered them and you saw that they grew in your organization.
I strongly believe that all over the world, organizations are made by the people. And this I have seen in Alkem also. What we are today, there are other factors which have contributed to success of Alkem. But the first most important contribution is from our people. They have made this company an organization of 2,500 crores.
Okay. Between 1973 and 1989, what was the biggest turning point of your organization? Was making Taksim a biggest turning point of your organization? Because you took on a multinational like Hex at that point in time. What gave you the confidence, you and your brother, that confidence to take on a multinational and launch Taksim?
Right from the beginning, we wanted to work in a systematic way. And we were seeing, since we were in distribution business, we could know how other pharma companies are growing, how they are making the brand. So it was very much in our mind to focus on brand building. And as you are asking, the second factor which has contributed to the growth of Alkem is our focus on brand building. So right from day one, we have gone to the doctors in a very professional way. We were very careful about selection of the brands. And we were knowing that it is the brands which will ultimately help in the growth of the organization, and brands are there used given to the consumers. What is, when we are in pharma industry, it is the medicine which are made of brands.
Okay.
So from day one, we were very careful about our brands building, and that is why today more than a dozen brands are featuring in ORG.
Was it your idea to price the Taksim lower than Hex so that you could get a better market share? What was your idea?
No, first Taksim and then Clevam. Then we had Pan-D. And they had that Jemkel.
I would like to add here, at least our 10 brands are among the top 100 brands of industry, pharma industry as per ORG. Taksim is a brand of 150 crores, but what is important is that this is the first brand which could come to the level of 100 crores for the first time in pharma industry.
This is totally domestically.
There was no brand which was of 100 crores in pharma industry earlier.
No brand.
No brand, including the brands of the multinational companies in India. So this gave us a lot of confidence and encouragement. Second, we were very careful about the quality of the product. Okay. Doctors are supporting us because of they have full confidence in the quality of Alkem's brand.
Is the environment good enough today to keep your margins going compared to what it was once upon a time? When you look at patent, when you look at pricing, the government is controlling at least 348 drugs.
Today, we are doing in a better work. The industry is growing well. It is true that the pharma industry, like any other industry, is facing competition, and competition is severe everywhere. It is also a fact. But if you see the growth of pharma industry, I would say that this is at the world global level, the growth of pharma industry is one of the highest in India.
But is it true that multinational are growing faster than domestic pharma companies?
No.
It's not so?
If you see the ORG IMS of previous months like June, May,
Okay.
industry has grown at the rate of 15%, 14%.
But are multinational going double the
Indian
rate?
companies have grown at higher rate. Even our growth was 20% and 14% in last 2 months. And out of 25 top companies in ORG, hardly 6-7 companies of multinational companies are featuring. And that too, their growth is below the industry growth.
So what is your goal now? You want to be number one, number two. What is your goal?
Definitely, our goal is to become number one, and we are working hard, sincerely, and we have got lot of confidence and willpower.
Okay, let me get Sandeep in. Sandeep, you have heard these stories. It's a first-person account from the promoters. As a banker, what is the sense you're getting of this company?
If you see this company, Ravi, it's a classic case study of how to build a successful company. Because two themes are picked up. One is apply what you learn. And the second part is that if an opportunity comes by, don't let it go. So if we see Alkem, the DNA of the company really goes back to the fact that Mr. Singh spent quite a bit of his time on the retail side of pharmacy. So I think that deep understanding of how the retail aspect of pharmacy works has really stood it in good stead, because they do realize what's the power of a brand and why is it important to develop a brand. And that's quite an important aspect. I mean, I don't know pharma so well, and I could never figure out why would you develop a brand which no one can pronounce, for example.
True. Actually, you're right. Bang on.
So it's a very specialized branding space. So I think being in retail, given his experience, branding comes out very strong. The second aspect is distribution. The power of distribution and the strength of distribution, I think Mr. Singh realized it early, and that's one of the strengths of the company. If you see the size of the India population and the geography, the ability, and it's a bit like FMCG, how do you ensure that you can deliver medicine to the doorstep of a consumer at a reasonable price? And if you can get that, volumes will come your way. The third aspect, which I think comes from more the business acumen, is how do you organize your production that is efficient? So they've done all these three to develop this company over the last 30, 40 years. In addition to that, one part which they didn't speak about, but that's what we see from a banker's perspective, is the sheer focus. They were very clear in their mind that it has to be Indian formulation business. They didn't get too involved at early stage with API, bulk, exports, etc. They really built this business before they said, let's mature this business before we step out. So those are some of the real pluses we see in this company.
A very cash-rich company, zero-debt company. Every promoter would like to unlock values and list it in the market. What is your rationale for not listing?
Right now, we are managing with our own resources, with our own accruals, whatever requirement, whenever there is requirement of funds, we have been managing ourselves. But in future, if there is such need, we need a big fund, we are open about it.
Mr. Singh, I want to ask you, what is the mantra for success? Is it technology? Is it people? Is it product? Or is it luck?
That people are more important, most
You
important.
want to add to that, you said?
Luck will always help us if we will take care of our people, our products, technology, and other aspects.
Okay, that's very well put. The other thing I want to ask you is, you've also been a little international focused now. You have acquired 2 companies abroad. Going forward, what is your strategy in the international space?
See, now we are focusing more on our international business, and as you know well, that every major company in India is getting more sale from the out of the total sale, the 60% contribution, 70% contribution of the total sale, total revenue comes from international business. So that strategy has to be for Alkem. We have started late, but we are moving in that direction, and we are giving a lot of stress, lot of focus on international business.
Sandeep, as a banker, what kind of help can you give or advice you can give to this company?
So clearly, as has been articulated, Alkem to date has been largely a domestic company with strength in marketing, distribution, and production. But what it's enabled to Alkem to do is that it's got the financial strength to now step out into the world arena with confidence, having both the technical capability of marketing, distribution, production, as well as the financial strength to step out. Now, from our perspective, companies such as Alkem pretty much marry the footstep a bank like HSBC would have. So, we spoke about US, we talk about Australia, but we see a number of pharmaceutical companies going to Europe and Latin America, especially Brazil and Mexico. So, from our perspective, we would be looking to handhold and open doors for Alkem as it goes into such countries and allow them to access product and services in these countries, at the same time, like a multinational, being able to manage their operation as much as they like, sitting here in Mumbai itself.
Okay, Mr. Singh, if I may come to you, what is the advice you're giving your sons and grandsons about the do's and don'ts of the business?
No, we will ask them to be very sincere, hardworking like us, what we have done. So they will ask them to follow whatever we have done. They have to become very sincere, hard work, and be ambitious.
Be ambitious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's well put. Thanks a lot, Mr. B.N. Singh, for being on the show, Mr. Singh for being on the show, and Sandeep Paul for being on the show.
Thanks, Ravi.
Well, that was Samprada Singh and B.N. Singh explaining that the key to success is investment in brand and people. These are the mantras Singh brothers implemented at Alkem. Be ambitious and think big. It may seem simple, but hard to practice. Be extremely focused. Do one business, but do it very well. Know your trade in and out. Samprada Singh understood the ABC of pharma trade from retail level to distribution, product mix to power of branding. Keep a low profile. Shun page 3 temptations. Be financially conservative. Resist temptation to over-leverage your balance sheet. And finally, invest in people big time. Well, Samprada Singh, who's fighting fit, is clearly telling the budding entrepreneurs that nothing is impossible and that one lifetime is indeed good enough to achieve a lot. Singh is indeed a rare breed of inspirational entrepreneur. I doff my hat for his childlike enthusiasm at 87. On that note, it is time to say goodbye. See you next week with another such interesting story. Till then, keep watching CNBC TV 18.
Focus. Ideate. Innovate. Enable.